So before I go in, I'm going to explain what they do and how you get better portraits of these portrait ghosts. Basically, if you do them all in one sitting, you get a better rating and you get a better portrait. You either get a bronze, a silver, or a gold for doing it in one shot. Here's a trick for fake doors. Yeah, I spoiled it for you. There will be fake doors throughout the game. If you want to know whether or not it's fake or not, you gotta use the vacuum up to it. That one's fake, but if it's a real door, the door will shake. So, here's our first portrait ghost, but I'm not going to show him just yet. I'm going to take care of these little obstacles in the way, because there's a speedy steering in here. I don't want to bring up yet when I'm on it. Just for you guys to know, it says, ho, 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 go ahead, try it, find me. I can see you, but you cannot see me. Ho, 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 ho. Okay, let's go back. So, this room is actually important to the game. Yes! Gotcha! Here we go, a special tool. It's a ruby. Those will add up. If you don't find speedy spirits very often, those are hard to come by. So let's see. Nothing there. Okay, the trick to this guy is that you gotta not pay attention, so you don't. Gotcha! However, if it takes too long, you can't break free. You'll send out mushrooms like that. They will make you lose money, and you'll have to, like, deal with that. That's another function of this game. Luigi's voice will change based on how damaged you are. But if you just press A by itself, you can call up for Mario. It's just a thing that you can do. Well, we're ready to go in the next room. And yes, I will be reading off, their bios. It says, the bookish father, Neville, 42 years old. Neville spends his afterlife reading all the books he missed while living. Keep in mind that this is back when the game was made. He's much older. Well, these books actually have information. There's a book of riddles. Will you read it? Mysteries appear wherever people turn, but nothing, by turning away from them solves nothing. Instead of turning away, turn to the side and look at the mystery from a different view. The way will surely open. The more you know. The Big Baby Diary. My third son is still a baby. Oddly enough, he seems to scare people in ways the other two never did. The twins now, they're afraid of fire, water, cold, and wind. Why, they shake with fright when beset by the elements. Sometimes I think they're more childlike than the baby. That'll be important later. I'll put a flashback to this. There's a book called Darkness is Their Cheese. This is also important if you want to get a lot of money. Ghost mice are drawn to darkness as real mice are drawn to cheese. In the dark, they shine gold with temptedness. I must try to get close to one before the lights come back on. See Parmesan. Basically cheddar Parmesan. It's a pun. You found the Book of Parasols. Will you read it? There are spirits known as elemental ghosts. They live in the elements of fire, water, and ice that make up much of our world. To handle these elements, one must obtain an element metal. Perhaps the elemental ghosts are only visible to the bearer of such a metal. That's important, and we'll get to that later. You found Egad's Guide to Ghosts. Will you read it? Yes. Dear readers, we've all had trouble with ghosts that aren't easily surprised, right? They have all sorts of ways to protect themselves from lights. What would you do, bright folks, when in a fix with one of these stubborn fools? Well, sir, I'd first look for an opening, a way to catch him off guard and unsettle him. My throat's dry. When a ghost is surprised and shows you its heart, that's your chance to catch the little bugger, I tell you. I've caught dozens of ghosts just like this.
Oh yeah.
You've caught Midas. I'm terrible at reading today, people. You found Mida's child care diary. The twins are very shy for ghosts their age. They've even gone and hid the keys to their room far away in the mansion. How very trying. They got mad at me the other day for twirling their little toy helicopter mobile. Those children today. Who knows what they're doing? That's also a clue that we'll have to know later. I think we're going to the next room. I'll let you see these animations because this doorknob's a bit different. The nice detail is that you can see Luigi's hand shaking as he opens the door. And it shows that he's really scared. I mean, you'd be scared if you had this. I mean, these ghosts can physically harm you. Except all the time. Alright, I'll fast forward this person because one that people often miss is the spam. Alright, there we go. If you notice that in olden days, bills were red instead of green that you would notice today. Isn't my hair just gorgeous? Of course, I do spend a lot of time on it. I was so bored, cooped up in the painting. Now I spend all my time in front of the mirror. It seems to scare people, though, so everything is enough roses. So I didn't explain it yet, but most of these portrait ghosts, those were actually from the gallery. They escaped when, oh wait, I can't say that. Oh dear, such a trap. This is my chance, but she does not like the wind because it messes with her hair. There we go. Now we can. Oh, crap, oh my god. Don't let it get me. There we go. Done just right. So far, I've gotten gold for these portraits. Most of the time, you will be from.
Oh yeah.
So, we're about to end the chapter. End the chapter. Yeah. I was thinking I said that. I was going to say chapter 1. We're going to fight our first boss. Now, let's see. Oh, and a special note for you guys that come back to these rooms. Every room leading up to a boss or in a boss room has a heart in it. Well, I think the only one that has a heart in it is... Well, no, there's two like that. Never mind. I'll show you where that is when the time comes. This is also the room where you can perform a glitch to defeat the game in 15 minutes. I know, right? You can go to another video for that. I'm not going to attempt it because it's too difficult. So what do you think you need to do? Hey, you want to play with me? I personally found this bit freaking out because I never thought of it like children. I was like 8 around the time I got this. It was either 8 or 7. So if you get close to him, he'll spin it, and he'll try to injure you, like that. But the trick to get him is that you gotta not hit him. I don't want to do this much faster. There we go. You gotta hit him with it. No, you gave me an out. I just wanted to play with you. I hate grown-ups. Why do you have to be bigger than me? I've had enough. Small, not grow smaller. Small, it's time to go with me. I'm not gonna say that because it's me. I have my pride, you know. In all honesty, I would be scared if I was in Luigi's situation right here. You'd send the giant rocking horses at me by those big. Well, I would find that pretty cool. And here we go. So here's the tip of this. The rocking horses get faster, but the general safe area is near the center in the later part of the slides. The beginning field starts to chase you just as itself, like locals can lock onto your location. And no, you cannot beat this guy in one shot. That's why the boss rooms are graded on like how much damage you take. Like if you don't take damage at all, then see Bosco's will knock you off like that. But the grading system on these portrait ghosts, it has to do with mainly how much damage you get. It's like if you get no damage, then you won't be getting anything less than gold. But if you take damage, then you get silver. See, you'll be safe if you're in the center. And yes, the portraits will be different based on what grading it is. Let's see if I can take it out the second run. Apparently not. Another thing, if you stay in the center here, his body slams won't affect you. So now the rocking horse is going to go bloody fast. And then the last one's always 2 of them, and then you just stay in the center. Now play dodgeball. Alright, where is it? Here it is. Yeah, but you get safe. No more radical. Never mind. And there goes your first boss. That's what he put. And in order to perform the glitch, if you go, like as soon as the treasure chest starts to spawn, you gotta run to where it's supposed to spawn immediately. You'll phase through the wall.
Yeah.
Plays through a whole bunch of glitches that I'd rather not get into. It really sucks if you mess up. So most people save before they go to the spawns. Well, thank goodness you're okay. I lost contact with you all of a sudden. I was a tad worried. You seem to be a bit tuckered out after that long battle, don't you? Why don't you come back to the lab? When you're vacuuming with boss ghosts, your Poltergust 3000 gets pretty much full to bursting. I guess you showed that boss who's boss. Fun. Good job, Luigi. You made it back in one piece. Take a gander at this. It's fine. It's a fine piece of work. Ah. Take a gander at this. Fine piece of work. Took here 20 years. Yeah. I'm sorry. Took nearly 20 years to develop. I call it the Ghost Fortificationalizer. I said it wrong. This machine lets us turn the ghosts into babies. Not only that, but it works in reverse, too. How do we use it, you ask? Well, it's simple. Just plug that Filtress 3000 into that slot and enjoy the ride, boy. I'm gonna take a break after this chapter, just saying. I need to get my trophies stuff. A lot of reading in this game. Frankly, I don't have water bottles at my house. Ghosts are invisible. Press them and and presto! Turn them into beautiful creatures. I don't know if it said portraits or paintings. I just said what else. Oh, we managed to turn those ghosts back into paintings. Thanks for your help, Luigi. Then it gives you a review of Area 1, which I call Chapter 1. So we just got these 3. But there's a lot more to come. So I believe to get the best ending, if my memory serves me, you have to get $1 million in cash. Wait, or is it $1 billion? Yeah, it's $1 billion. Well, I'll see you guys in a minute. That's the end of this recording, and we'll see you in the next episode.